I am Dr. Manuradha Chaudhary, Assistant Professor at Center of Russian Studies, Jawaharlal Nehru University. I welcome you all to this course, Basics of Russian Communication Skills. The objective of this module is to make you understand the basics of Russian grammar. Today, in this module, first we will read the text in Russian, Krasnaya Ploshadь. Then I will translate the whole text in English. Usage of indefinite personal sentences will also be discussed here, and further, text will be analyzed from the point of view of grammar. At the end of this module, on the basis of the text, some questions will be discussed. In this text, we will also focus on the usage of different new nouns and verbs in accusative, prepositional and genitive cases. Now I am going to read the text. And this text is taken from the Russian textbook Essential Russian, written by Professor Abhay Maurya. The name of the text is Krasnaya Ploshadь. Krasnaya Ploshadь, сердце Москвы. Свое название она получила еще в XVIII веке. Здесь находится исторический музей. Его построили в конце XIX века. Это лучший музей страны. В его фондах хорошие экспонаты. Экспонаты музея рассказывают о героическом прошлом русского народа. Напротив Спасской башни Кремля замечательный памятник русской архитектуры XVI века, храм Василия Блаженного. Сейчас это филиал исторического музея. Около храма Василия Блаженного первый скульптурный памятник столицы, который установили в 1813 году. Красная площадь – свидетельница истории. Это место революции 1917 года. Во время Великой Отечественной войны с парада, который проходил на Красной площади 7 ноября 1941 года, советские солдаты уходили на фронт, чтобы остановить врага. В июне 1945 года здесь состоялся парад Победы. Красная площадь встречала первых советских героев-космонавтов Юрия Гагарина, Германа Титьева, Валентину Терешкову и так далее. Красная площадь – главная площадь столицы России. Now I am translating the text into English. The title is Red Square. Red Square is the heart of Moscow. It got its name back in the 18th century. Here is a historical museum. It was built at the end of the 19th century. This is the best museum in the country. There are good exhibits in its stocks, or you can say reserve. Museum exhibits tell about the heroic past of the Russian people. Opposite of the Savior Tower of the Kremlin, a wonderful monument of Russian architecture of the 16th century, St. Basil's Cathedral is located. Now it is a branch of the historical museum. Near to the St. Basil's Cathedral, the first sculptural monument of the capital, which was established in 1813, is located. Red Square is a witness of the history. This is the site of the revolution of 1917. During the Great Patriotic War, Soviet soldiers went to the front from the parade on Red Square on November 7th, 1941 to stop the enemies. On June 1945, a victory parade was held here. The first Soviet heroes, astronauts Yuri Gagarin, German Tityov, Valentina Tereshkova were received at the Red Square. Red Square is the main square of the capital of Russia. Now, dear learners, in this text, we have lot of new nouns. Let's know their meaning in English. Nazvanie, nazvanie means name. Sami Luchi, Sami Luchi, best. It is superlative degree over here. Sami, by adding the word Sami, it becomes superlative degree. Fond, stock, reserve or fund. Exponat, exponat, exhibit. Historia, history. Velikaya Отечественная война, great patriotic war. Proshlay, proshlay is past. Bashnya, bashnya is tower. Spasskaya bashnya, in English it would be Savior Tower. Architecturny, architectural, it is an adjective. Khram, khram will be translated as temple or church. Filial, filial, branch. Struktura, struktura, structure. Struktura is a noun. Strukturny is adjective and it means structural. Muzei, muzei means museum and it is a masculine gender noun. Stolitsa, stolitsa, capital. Stolitsa is feminine gender noun. Sviditelь, sviditelь is witness, male witness you can say. Sviditelnitsa, feminine gender noun and that means witness or you can say female witness. Parad means parade. Pabeda, pabeda is victory. Glavny, glavny adjective and it means main. Revoluция, revoluция is a feminine gender noun and it means revolution. Narod, narod means people or citizens. Now we will conjugate new verbs of this text. Prakhajij, prakhajij is an imperfective verb which means to pass by and it answers to the question shto. Its perfective aspect is praichi. Though they are verbs of motion, they have been discussed in previous modules. Hence, I am not discussing them here in detail. I am explaining only conjugation of prakhajij here. Conjugation in present, ya prakhaju. In English, I pass by. Ti prakhojish, you pass by. On ana prakhojit, he or she passes by. Mi prakhojim, we pass by. Vi prakhojite, you pass by. Ani prakhojat, they pass by. Conjugation in past is ya ti on prakhajil for masculine gender. I, you or he passed by. Ya ti ana prakhajila for feminine gender. Ya prakhajila, I passed by. Ti prakhajila, you passed by. Ana prakhajila, she passed by. Mi, vi, ani prakhajili, plural. Mi prakhajili, we passed by. Vi prakhajili, you passed by. Ani prakhajili, they passed by. The next verb is ustanavij. And ustanavij is perfective aspect and it means to establish. Its imperfective aspect is ustanavli vaj. Conjugation of the imperfective verb ustanavli vaj is ya ustanavli vayu, I establish. Ti ustanavli vayesh, you establish. On ana ustanavli vayet, he or she establishes. Mi ustanavli vayim, we establish. Vi ustanavli vayche, you establish. Ani ustanavli vayut, they establish. Conjugation in past, ya ti on ustanavli val, I, you or he established. Ya ti ana ustanavli vala, I, you or she established for feminine gender. Me, we, ani ustanavli wali. We, you or they established for plural. Conjugation in present of the perfective verb ustanavich. Ya ustanavliu, I will establish. Ti ustanavish, you will establish. On ana ustanavit, he or she will establish. Me ustanavim, we will establish. Vi ustanaviche, you will establish. Ani ustanavyat, they will establish. Yati on ustanavil, I, you or he established. Yati ana ustanavila, I, you, she established. Me, we, ani ustanavili, we, you or they established. Astanavich, another verb is astanavich. That verb is an imperfective verb and its meaning is to stop or to stay. Conjugation in present is ya astanavliu, I will stop. Ti astanavish, you will stop. On ana astanavit, he will or she will stop. Me astanavim, we will stop. Vi astanaviche, you will stop. Ani astano vyad, they will stop. Conjugation is past. Yati on astanavil for masculine gender. For example, he stopped. Yati ana astanavila for feminine gender. She stopped. Me, we, ani astanovili, plural, they stopped. Next verb is sastayatsya. Sastayatsya means to take place and it is a reflexive verb or intransitive verb. Intransitive verb which do not demand any direct object. Generally, it is conjugated in third person singular and plural only. This verb is used with inanimate nouns generally. On ana ano sastayatsya, it take place. Ani sastayatsya for plural, they take place, you can say. Conjugation in past is on sastayatsya for masculine gender, it took place. Ana sastayalas for feminine gender, it took place. Ano sastayalas for neutral gender, it took place. Ani sastayalis, plural, they took place. Example I am giving you. Parad sastayalsya. Parad, masculine gender noun. Parad sastayalsya. Parade took place. So in this module, we will come across to the usage of construction shtobi. Shtobi is used in two meanings. The first meaning is it is used as a conjunction word in the subordinate clause in the meaning of that. And the second meaning is it is used in the second meaning as in order to. It is used in the subordinate clause in both the situation, but word order is different in both for the both situations. Word order for the first situation is shtobi plus subject plus verb in past tense. For example, ya hachu shtobi pripodavachil dalminie gazietu. I want that teacher gave me the newspaper. Word order for the second situation is shtobi plus verb in the infinitive form. Io mać pozvanila jej, shtobi uznać ayo zdarowie. Her mother called her to know about her health. And we will also come across to the indefinite personal sentences in the text. Indefinite personal sentences are the sentences which have no subject and whose predicate denotes an action performed by unspecified persons. Например, его построили в конце 19 века. It was constructed at the end of 19th century. So in this sentence, we do not know who is the subject, who is doer of the verb process. В киоске продают газеты. Newspaper are sold in the kiosk. In such sentences, verbs are used in third person plural. Dear learners, now once again we will translate the text and will analyze it from the point of view of grammar. Krasnaya ploshad Said se Moskvi. Red Square is the heart of Moscow. Said se Chivo. Genitive case here we are using. Said se Moskvi. Moskva is changing into Moskvi because of genitive case. So Red Square is the heart of Moscow. Svoyo nazvanie ana получила еще в 18 веке. Она получила что? Свое название. Получила что? Here we are using accusative case. It got its name back in the 18th century. Здесь находится исторический музей. Или исторический музей находится здесь. Here historical monument is located here. Его построили в конце 19 века. In this sentence you can see indefinite personal construction. Его построили. It was constructed or it was built at the end of the 19th century. So here we do not know the subject. Это лучший музей страны. This is the best museum in the country. Лучший here is used as comparative degree. В его фондах хорошие экспонаты. В его фондах is used in prepositional plural. There are good exhibits in its stocks. Экспонаты музея рассказывают о героическом прошлом русского народа. Museum exhibits tell about the heroic past of the Russian people. Экспонаты чего? Экспонаты музея. Genitive. Рассказывают о чем? Рассказывать takes question о чем? So рассказывают о прошлом. Of genitive. Русского народа. Again genitive here we are using. Напротив Спасской башни Кремля замечательный памятник русской архитектуры XVI века храм Василия Блаженного. Напротив, it's a preposition and it always takes genitive case. Напротив чего? Spasskaya Bashnya here is changing into Spasskaya Bashni because of the genitive case. Bashni чего? Еще раз. Again. Kremlia. Kremlin is changing into Kremlia. Of the Kremlin. Opposite of the Savior Tower of the Kremlin, a wonderful monument of Russian architecture of the 16th century, St. Basil's Cathedral is located. Напротив Спасской башни Кремля замечательный памятник русской архитектуры XVI века храм Василия Блаженного. Напротив чего? For example, напротив здания, opposite to the building. Напротив башни. Similarly, замечательный памятник какой архитектуры? Again чего? Feminine adjective is used in genitive case here. XVI век is also used in genitive case. Okay? Храм Василия Блаженного. Vasily Blazheny is also taking genitive case here. Храм Василия Блаженного. Сейчас это филиал исторического музея. Филиал чего? Исторического музея. Again, genitive case. Now it is branch of the historical museum. Около храма Василия Блаженного первый скульптурный памятник столицы, который установили в 1813 году. Near the St. Basil's Cathedral, the first sculptural monument of the capital, which was established in 1813, is located. Около храма Василия Блаженного. Again, here we have used genitive case with the preposition около. В каком году? Here time is expressed in prepositional case. В каком году? Предложный падеж. Который. Который is a conjunctive word. It changes for number, gender and case. If it is replacing a subject in the subordinate clause, then it takes nominative case ending. If in the subordinate clause, it is rendered into the case as required by its role and position. But if it is a direct object in the subordinate clause, then it changes into accusative case. Krasnaya ploshaj, Svidzichelnitsa story. Red Square is a witness of the history. Svidzichelnitsa chivo. Historia is changing into story. Это место чего? Революции 1917 года. This is the site of the revolution of 1917. Again, time is expressed in genitive case here, and место революции. Again, showing position. Во время Великой Отечественной парада, который проходил на Красной площади 7 ноября 1941 года, советские солдаты уходили на фронт, чтобы остановить врага. Во время чего? Великой Отечественной войны с парада. Sa is again we are using in genitive, который проходил на Красной площади, когда 7 ноября советские солдаты уходили куда? Уходить, the verb of motion, to go, на front, чтобы, in order to stop the enemies. So during the Great Patriotic War, Soviet soldiers went to the front from the parade on Red Square on November 7th, 1941 to stop the enemy. Во время чего? Again I am reminding you, во время чего? Во время Великой Отечественной войны. Genitive case. Парад, который проходил на Красной площади 7 ноября 1941 года, with date, month and year. Genitive case is used to express the time, and it answers to the question когда. В июне 1945 года здесь состоялся парад победы. Again, you can see the time is expressed in в июне, month is expressed in prepositional case, but here is expressed in genitive. Здесь состоялся парад чего? Победы. In June 1945, a victory parade was held here. Krasnaya площадь встречала первых советских героев-космонавтов Юрия Гагарина, Германа Титова, Валентину Терещкову. So in this sentence you can see встречать, the verb встречать answers to the question кого или что in accusative case. Here it is used for the plural in animate noun. Krasnaya площадь встречала кого? Первых советских героев космонавтов. Yuri Gagarin, Yuria Gagarina. Endings. Please pay attention to the endings. These are the endings of the accusative animate nouns. In animate nouns, German Chichov is changing into Germana Chichova. И Valentina Chirishkova is changing into Valentino Chirishkovu. The translation is the first Soviet heroes, astronauts Yuri Gagarin, German Chichov, Valentina Chirishkova were received at the Red Square. Krasnaya площадь, главная площадь столицы России. So here площадь столицы России. Again here we are using genitive case. Red Square is the main square of the capital of Russia. Площадь столицы. Stolitsa is changing into stolitsi because of genitive. Stolitsi Russi. Russia is changing into Russi because of genitive case. These are genitive endings of nouns. So I hope the text is clear. Now, based on the text, we will discuss some questions just to check whether you have understood the text or not clearly. The first question is, когда Красная площадь получила свое название. Когда Красная площадь получила свое название? Красная площадь получила свое название в 18 веке. The translation is, when did Red Square get its name? The Red Square got its name in the 18th century. The next question is, что находится на Красной площади? Находится где? На Красной площади. What is located at the Red Square? Исторический музей находится в Красной площади. The historical museum is located at Red Square. О чем рассказывают экспонаты музея? О чем? About what? Exhibits of museum tell. Экспонаты музея, genitive, рассказывают о героическом прошлом русского народа. Exhibits of museum tell about the heroic past of the Russian people. Next question is, что находится напротив Спасской башни Кремля? What is located opposite to the Savior Tower of the Kremlin? Храм Василия Блаженного или замечательный памятник русской архитектуры XVI века находится напротив Спасской башни Кремля. A wonderful monument of Russian architecture of the 16th century, St. Basil's Cathedral is located opposite to the Savior's Tower of the Kremlin. The next question is, когда состоялся парад Победы на Красной площади? When did the victory parade took place at the Red Square? В июне 1945 года состоялся парад Победы в Красной площади. In June 1945, the victory parade was held at the Red Square. Как называется главная площадь столицы России? Главная площадь столицы России называется Красная площадь. What is the main square of the capital of Russia? Or what it is called? The main square of the capital of Russia is called Red Square. Почему Красная площадь является свидетельницей истории? Why Red Square is a witness to the history? Красная площадь является свидетельницей. Here we are using instrumental case. Является чем? Свидетельницей истории, потому что важные события русской истории произошли именно на Красной площади. Это место революции 1917 года. Кроме этого, в июне 1945 года здесь состоялся парад Победы после победы в Великой Отечественной войне. Красная площадь также встречала первых советских героев-космонавтов Юрия Гагарина, Германа Титова, Валентину Терещкову. So Red Square is a witness to the history because important events of Russian history took place on the Red Square. This is the place of the revolution of 1917. In addition, in June 1945, a victory parade was held here after the victory in Great Patriotic War. The first Soviet heroes, astronauts, Yuri Gagarin, German Tityov, Valentina Tereshkova were received at the Red Square. So dear learner, today in this module, we have covered vocabulary related to the text Krasnaya Ploshadь. We have also covered usage of accusative, prepositional and genitive cases. In this text, we also came across to the expression of time in genitive and prepositional cases along with the concept of indefinite personal sentences. I hope concepts covered in this module are clear to you. So dear learners, by answering various questions of the verbs, you can make your own longer sentences, you can make your own story. The purpose here is not only of translation or getting acquainted with the vocabulary of the text, but by analyzing the text, the purpose is that you should be able to understand cases and be able to make your own sentences based on these constructions and use them in your own conversation. So kindly revise the text and practice by making your own sentences at home. Thank you.